just lashing out was definitely my failure and my wrongdoing for sure.
Hey Daniel, how are you? Are you still like
Hello.
the experience?
What was that?
Are you still like reeling from the experience?
Yes, positives and negatives. So it's been a lot of emotions even leaving the house. I wanted to get out of the house this week. I feel good leaving, but obviously I'm learning a lot. So that's another layer of emotion that I was unprepared for, but also trying to be ready for it and grow from it, of course.
Okay. So when you won the first HOH, but you noticed that a lot of people were not talking game to you, and so you saw the opportunity to gain more allies when you heard a lot of people wanting Taylor out of the house. And so this was because Paloma got offended by like little things that Taylor was saying. And also it did turn out that Taylor was telling the truth when she was talking to Monty about her wanting to possibly target the other men, including you. So looking back, do you think that your blind support for Paloma like really hurt or helped your game?
Oh, it definitely affected my game negatively. It doesn't change the way we connected on a brother-sister level, but I believe just putting your trust and loyalty into people that you don't necessarily know, but in the house, I mean, 6 days feels like 6 weeks, definitely affected me on a negative sense, but I do respect all gameplay. So I respect that there was a girls' alliance and that they're after men, and I'm one of them. So I get that too. And now that I'm outside the house, it's easier to remove personal from game. But when you're in there, it's hard to separate the two.
Definitely. You told Nicole that the moment that you saw Taylor, that you knew was going to be bad news. So why did you think that? Like, what was about her that gave you that first impression?
Oh, I meant that as I saw myself in her. I saw a very strong player, a badass, someone who's going to absolutely kill this game. And so I was afraid if I were to put her on the block initially, that she would come after me because I would do the same for anyone, especially first week when you don't even know people. So yeah, it was more of a, oh no, I'm seeing another person like me in this house who may absolutely destroy me, in the game.
Throughout your time competing, you had the habit of like taking on a lot of people's causes. So like at one point you wanted Taylor to apologize to everyone for hurting their feelings. And you did believe Nicole when she accused Taylor of being passive aggressive. That kind of resulted in that huge blow up. So what were you aware of like kind of this pattern in your gameplay, and is this how you wanted to play?
Oh, it's definitely not how I wanted to play. I am an emotional person and a loyal person on the outside world. I thought I would be able to remove those things as a super fan going in strictly as game, but we are human and it got the best of me. And when you're in that house, everything's heightened. Unfortunately, my emotions were as well. It got the best of me, and I wish I could step back and take that away. But when you are who you are, so going in, the emotions got me, and I wish I could have at least stepped back, even if I was emotional. At least speak to them and get to the bottom of it, opposed to just lashing out. Was definitely my failure and my wrongdoing for sure.
So as a super fan, you warned against an alliance, a huge alliance forming and steamrolling the competition. And that's kind of why, a huge reason why the leftovers formed. And also like kind of to have fun when the whole blow up that happened with Taylor. So like looking back, like what is your perspective that the leftovers somewhat saved this season from bullying and a certain type of steamrolling?
Well, I respect that they created this alliance outside of my outburst. As a fan, I look at that as like the underdog or the underdogs coming together because of a negative situation that happened. Unfortunately, I was the reason, but I do respect that. And although I'm not a fan of mass alliances in the game, because I am a super fan and I want there to be more gameplay opposed to one team taking over everything, it makes sense. I respect it. And it's kind of a heroic alliance. So I think that's pretty cool. And it kind of makes it interesting moving forward to see how they'll turn against each other in the game.
So Entertainment Tonight claimed that you cemented your place as one of the most reviled house guests in recent memory after the blow up. So as a super fan, are you aware of some of the personalities that came before you who are also seen as villains? So what is the reaction that you might be in the same company as them after your time in the show?
Oh, wow. That's fine. Like I understand that. I'm starting to understand that and I respect that. There's nothing I can do about it. People will take it as they will. And what happened had happened. And all I could hope is that I learn from it, opposed to like being proud of it, you know?
So who are you rooting for to win the game?
So there's two different ones. I do think Michael's going to win this game if people are not going to take him out, and he deserves it already. But I am rooting for Terrence and Jasmine at this point. I absolutely love them. I've connected on them on game and personal levels, and I do think they have it in them, especially Terrence being one of the older people in the house. I would love to see him just strive forward for sure.
And last question, who would you like to see leave the house next?
Michael, in the same sense, because he's such a good player. I hope the house wakes up and realizes this is one of the best players in a long time. He really showed his cards. He's a super fan, and he shouldn't have won 5 competitions in a row. But it'd be great to see that happen.
All right, definitely. Congrats on making it to the show after 10 years of auditioning.
Well, thank you. It's been a dream come true. I can't believe I spent 10 years auditioning. So it was a dream to even walk through that door. The rest was game and failure, and definitely going to learn from it. But ultimately, I'm just proud to be a part of the Big Brother family now.
All right, absolutely. Thank you. Enjoy your day.
Thank you.